Hello everyone, this is Arif Saeed from Innovice.com, and today I'm going to overview the Equalizer APO app again because my last video was like 2 years ago. A lot has changed personally, and my preferences for using different plugins and for daily life has changed. So I'm going to overview and take it as an example of what you can do with your setup. So my setup is a 5.1 speaker system, and what I do is when watching movies, sometimes the central channel is very overpowered. So when watching movies, sometimes the center channel is very overpowered. It's kind of distracting, and we want to hear more of the surround sound systems and front speakers. So there is a centerless configuration. So when we turn it on, and let's go to the file. By the way, you can save as and then import them. Okay, there is a select channel, like you can always go to channel select. So we have selected center channel. So the next thing that I want to apply is to apply on center channel, and then we have reduced the gain, the volume of that channel. So you can go from control, I think it's basic filters and preamplification, and to remove you can just simply click the minus button, and to add again you can click on the plus button. So if you want to add comment for your own feature reference, reduces the center channel. Okay, just click file, save, and it's going to save it in here. Okay, and you can do it here too, but I have like compartmentalized, made it more modular, so it's less of a clutter here, though it's quite a clutter still. And then I use expander, especially when listening to the music. Let's turn it on. Okay, what we are doing here is we have made a channel L expand. It's a placeholder channel. You can simply write it and write any name. And what we are doing is removing the common things. So channel left, and we are negating channel right from it. So the common things in both are going to cancel each other out. So if a sound, for example, if a sound is of a drum on both channel with same effect, they are going to cancel each other out. And what we are going to be left with is the sound that is not present in like not common in both of them. So we have the expanded sound remaining. So we are doing the same thing on the right hand side. We are negating it with the left hand side, like it's a common thing. I think we can go away with a single one, I think. So then we are copying that sound to left and right. So now left and right are also copied to new left and right, and expanded channel is also added to left and right. So it's like increasing the effect of expansion, what you can say, like it's more of a stereo effect where the main sound is a little bit muffled, but the surround sound is a bit more enhanced. Okay, to add content from stereo channels to the subwoofer that is available in 5.1 system, and the 5.1 music is not very common, uh, especially like on watching YouTube and content like this. You rarely get you cannot get 5.1 sound. So to get 5.1 from extracted from both channels, like right and left, what we can do is add a copy channel, which is from basic filters, copy channel, and we copy left and right to the LFE. LFE is low frequency effect. Okay, then we have selected the LFE channel, and the next things are going to be applied to the LFE channel. So first what we did is increase the gain. That's me wanting to have more bass, and then we applied a low pass filter. Okay, and that can also be in parametric filters and low pass filter. Okay, you can change this the corner frequency, like from which frequency it starts to increase the effect and the Q factor. So this works for me. You can play around with 38 to like go above it, and the bass frequency is usually like 50-60 hertz is good enough, like it's deep bass. So you can try raising it, like it's for me is 30 hertz. You can go up and down or write it whatever you like. Okay, you can select the Q factor from fixed to Q factor you yourself want to be. That's it. Okay, and afterwards, as a safeguard, like for example, if you are also watching some content on a player where there is already a low frequency effect, like there is a channel for subwoofer, I also want to copy that to the new signal. So it's already taking the effect from the subwoofer channel and also taking the audio effects from the left and right frequency channels. So anything that's bass in these channels is going to get into the LFE channel, and anything already on an LFE channel is also going to be added to this. And this is an optional, you can do it or you can skip on it. And what I did was I selected all the channels. And how you can do that, if you select one and click on other, it's going to select that channel. So you have to press the control button and click on the all those that you want to add. So it's skipping the LFE channel and then applying a reduced volume to rest of the channel. So the subwoofer channel is enhanced. Remember that you cannot exceed like you cannot exceed or maximize the volume. What it's doing, equalizer APO is doing, is reducing rest of the things. So if the ceiling is like 10 dB and you increase the volume to 20 dB, it's not going to increase the volume. What it's going to do is just reduce rest of the things, so there is a 10 dB difference. So this way you can get a subwoofer mix channel. Okay, let's get back to our main configuration. Okay, so you also want sometime, like just like the subwoofer thing, you want to add the front left and right channel to your rear left and right channel. So if you are watching YouTube or anything else where there are only two channels, you want them to be copied to the back of the channels. So what we are doing is, here is we are copying. First of all, we are bypassing, like we are adding the rear left and rear right to the new configuration. So if there is a sound track, these are like just bypass. So if I am watching it content where there is 5.1 channels, so they don't miss out. They add to the final audio stream. So left and right are also added, but this time they are subtracted. What I meant is, like, they are subtracted, they are reversed phased. So it's kind of like magnets, opposite pole attract each other and similar poles repel each other. If they are both, like if there is beat and speakers come out excursion, and front and back both are doing the same thing, they are going to cancel each other out because both waves are going to hit each other in opposite direction. So what I wanted to do was negate that effect, and so when the front speaker is coming out, the rear speaker is going in. So this way the whole air is not fighting with each other, and they are like complementing each other. You can go into the edit assignment mode and you can change from 1 to -1. So rather the channel, you select factor of channel and then add -1. So we are doing the same for both of these things, and you can click on the paint button icon to get back to the visual layout. Okay, what we can also do is add timing to the channels. It's going to add a little bit of echo or reverb. Usually it was done in past decoders where I don't remember what they are called, but there are decoders that can turn two signals, stereo signal to 5.1 signal. There is a special name for those, I don't remember now, but you can select both of these channels, rear left and rear right, and then add a time delay. So the time delay is also here. I think it's Okay, it's been some time. I haven't used this. Yeah, there it is. Basic filters and delay. So you can all add a sweet spot of 10 to 8 to 10 milliseconds. So the front audio is coming like 10 milliseconds earlier than the rear left and rear right. And if you want to balance, like I have added in another video, if you want to balance some speakers, maybe due to wiring, signal, or wherever you are sitting, you can select that channel and increase or decrease the amplification of that channel, so the audio is balanced in your brains. When they hit your ears, you feel like you are in the center of the room, because physically you are not always present in the center of the room. So this is it for the surround text. It's going to add rear left and it's going to add left and right to the rear left and right. Okay, sometimes we have left and right audio, and sometimes when watching YouTube, like the center channel is right in front of me and I don't want a loud sounds, since my room is a little big, kind of the speakers are 5 or 6 feet away from me. I don't want them to run like they have to run louder to for me to hear it properly. So but the center speaker is right in front of me near the screen. So sometimes I want the center speaker to work. So what I have done is here is I use the same thing like copy channels, and left and right is copied to the center channel, and so is the center channel is copied to the center channel. So just in case if we have a stream of 5.1 audio, the center is not missing out on the center stream. So what it's doing is copying the whole channel as it is to the center channel, but we can also reduce that, like go into assignments and we use the factor channel, and only 30% of the left and right is going to center channel. So it's like the middle ground, it's not too much sound. So if I'm watching anything that needs very that need me to observe it or listen carefully, I opt for this. And if I am listening to music, I can go for like 0.3% or 0.1% of the left and right are added to the center channel. And along with the subwoofer and an expander, what it does is, and also the sound. So what it does is it adds the stream from left and right to the sound channels. It increases the surround sound channel, and what's been happening here is just a simple thing. We selected both rear left and right, just added a preamplification to it. And again, if you want to balance anything, and then we have expander, which expands the sound like more stereo, and since it's more stereo, the sound can get a little bit lost, the audio or the vocals can get lost. So you can use the center channel, so it's combining the channel into the one channel. So the audio dialogue is coming from the center channel, and the expanded audio is coming from the other speakers, other 4 speakers. So it gives kind of very good effect, like you are sitting inside the music lab and the instruments are live with you. It feels like that. Okay, and if I only want to use the center channel, I don't want the any of other channel. Like for example, with these, I want whole of the audio to go into the center channel, and then I can select all the channels and reduce their volume. So now that only the center channel is working at full volume, and rest of channels are muted to -52, which is very low. So I can only hear the dialogue clearly from the center channel, and that's very useful when you are researching or doing something, watching videos from YouTube and XYZ. And this is a simple graphic equalizer. Since my speakers are more towards bass, and I can feel like I cannot hear the dialogue clearly, I have increased the treble part of the equalizer. How you can add it? Graphic equalizer, then you have 15 band, 30 band, and variable bands. So let's go with 15 band, go with 31 bands. What band means like different frequencies. So it has 25 and then 40, but it has 20, 25, 31, and 40. So you can change the individual frequency response. Usually that's little bit of overkill. And what we can also do is go for the variable band equalizers, and Now we can click on anything. I think I don't remember how to do it. Oh yeah, double click. It was double click. So you can double click to add any point you wish, and how we can resize that is from these buttons. You can open a configuration file, you can export what you have done, you can invert response so it's flipping, and you can also normalize response so it's going to like 0, so the peak is at 0 and rest of all is back. And you can flatten the line again if you want to restart something. So double click, increase, flatten, and if you click only a single point, it's going to flatten that point. So this is about the equalizers. And after that we have this plugin, VST plugins. How we can add VST plugins? Just click on the plus icon, go for the VST plugin, where it adds that, and then you just browse the VST plugin where you have saved it, and it's going to, it's a limiter. Like if we turn it on, it what you can say, reduces the peaks and lows. So like if a volume is, like you're talking like in horror movies, someone is talking very slightly and you are very focused, and all of the sudden there is a bang. What happened? Oh, they broke a cup. So something like that if you're watching at night. So it's kind of like a quiet mode. Different apps and different players give it different name. So I have increased the gain quite a bit, so the basic audio is increased quite a bit, and then I'm applying a limiter, and 0 is my ceiling, so you can also reduce or increase the ceiling. Okay, one thing I miss is that in Equalizer APO we don't have live visualization. You are not going to expect that when you play then these lights are going to blink. It's for like it's static. It's, I don't know what it is, but it's static. You cannot have live data. It's working, it's going to work, but it's not going to be live. So and then I have another one. Okay, when you add a plugin, sometimes it doesn't show, so you have to go into options and then click on embed. So it is for reverb, and why is it not showing correctly this time? Embed. Okay, there something is messing up. Nevertheless, you can add things like that, and in a previous video I have video on the YouTube tutorials. I have shown how to balance things out. You can select different channels, like for the right hand side I have done -1, and for the rear right you can increase the gain or decrease the gain. So the whole idea of this is that when audio reaches you, even if you are like slightly off the center, your brain perceives it as audio is coming from all the sides same. You can play around with it, and that's live, thankfully. So if I change it, it's going to change the audio live. So you can play around with it and get a very good audio experience, very good music experience. So most of these are like, most of the time I'm going with the center channel and mute all of the other channels, and when at the night times I turn this on, so there is no loud bangs and sudden noises. And when I'm listening to the music, I turn these off. Yeah, you can combine them. And I turn on the expander, I turn on the surround sound, subwoofer, and if I want to increase the surround sound, I go for this, and a little bit of center channel, and we can add a little bit of delay, and we are rocking. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and go to www.innoace.com to look more about me. Thank you.